EA Sports, and we'll get to see a pair of teams who fought multiple times in the Super Bowl. It's the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Coming up next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
The kicker, Ramiz Ahmed, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Two and a throw right away. It's Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And some room to work. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing to start here is Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
In motion, Hill. Play action, now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete.
Closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And it's a bit of a bounce-back season a year ago for Jonnu Smith when he set career highs. in his lone season in Atlanta. The Dolphins signed him this offseason in hopes that they see that continue.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy, no matter what, can't hold them.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Tua setting up shop to throw again. They set up the screen. Achane has it. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here, and it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
And he was the number 2 overall pick in the draft because he is special. A dual threat athlete at the quarterback position, beats you with his arm and his legs, and runs the ball better than any quarterback since maybe Lamar Jackson came out of Louisville. But with that being said, he's got to be smart about how he runs the football. He puts himself in position to take some big shots. He's got to be on the field and available for him and his team to be successful.
To throw is Daniels. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Daniels. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So, penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Motion man is Crowder. They go play action. Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Daniels. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler from 3 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Now the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Tua. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Now their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Short throw to Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. He's got Smith here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua on the bootleg here. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one, I think, where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. In motion, Hill. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Mostert. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Daniels looking to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Dorrance Armstrong in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. Now it's Crowder. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. This one caught by Crowder. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Motion man is Crowder. To the air goes Daniels. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 1 yard is the gain. And Washington set up now 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Motion man is Crowder. Eckler diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Miami set to take over.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
In motion, Hill. Play action. Now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hill going to go in motion right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now Tua.
Throw caught by Achane.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
getting this out to the flat. Mostert is going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Tua sets up to pass it. It's caught by OBJ. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Daniels.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Third down and 6. Play action, now it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Tua. Short throw to Smith. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. In motion left, Hill. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On play action, here's Tua. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Hill going to go in motion right. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Hill going to go in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
All it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Sanders' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Here's Daniels.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Man open, here is Crowder. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Daniels. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Daniels looking to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Complete, it's Dotson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tua, a final shot before half. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
It was Austin Eckler who was the star of that first half. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll get this to Eckler. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
To the air goes Daniels. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Second and 12. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
To throw is Daniels.
This one caught by Crowder. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second and 5.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line.
That one goes for 8 yards.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And some strong running. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Motion man is Crowder. Play action, now it's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Looking to throw. Daniels.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Jamison Crowder. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was all capped off on the touchdown reception by Jamison Crowder.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, now how about this return?
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 44. In motion left is Beckham.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out to about the 48-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Mostert. Ooh, with a juke. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So they get a break there as the penalty moves them to the 5 for another 3rd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it 24-13. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Zach Ertz, the man in motion.
2nd and 6.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. And they go play action. Daniels. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now Daniels. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Eckler now between the tackles.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On the screen, this is Eckler.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. They faked the handoff. Now Tua. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Odell Beckham, 68 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Daniels looking to throw. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Throwing now is Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
To the air goes Daniels. Out left to Dotson.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
To throw is Daniels. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. Attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw again.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Eckler again. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
In motion, the tight end. Now Tua.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
73 yards.
and the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jahan Dotson of the Commanders set to take over.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Calais Campbell on the stop.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch, and he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Motion man is Crowder.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Play action, now it's Tua. Now he's and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
From the gun, it's Tua.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Throw caught by Achane.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. He's to the 15. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 71 yards. And the Commanders use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Tua going to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second and a couple.
In motion, Hill. Looking to pass. Tua. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Darian Mathis burying him for the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Throwing Tua. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Tua.
He finds his target, Beckham. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here's Tua.
Going right back to Beckham here, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground.
And a razzle-dazzle not going to work out. And they're just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
To throw is Daniels. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 7, 80 seconds remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Now Tua. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Tua. He's got to complete to Waddle.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Tagovailoa. Into the hands of Beckham.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Tua.
Over the middle to Beckham.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Here's 1st and 10. Tua to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
To throw is Tua. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off.